Mhm. Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So those things are not plugged in. Facebook. Oh, okay. 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 Then you can click go live if you see that button. Okay. Oh, so it says that we did that. It says stop live stream, so it must be streaming now. No, no, no. Sometimes it stays in there. Let's see. Now let's see if Alan is waiting in the waiting room. Let's see if he's there. Okay. Hmm. Oh, does it have? I can copy the to invite. Is there like a link I can make copy that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where is he at? Let's see. Huh? Oh, I shut it down. Okay. Let me open. Okay. We're almost ready. Come on. Hmm. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. 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 New Year. Okay. And then type A into where it says two, and it's going to be Alan Coven. Yes. Here's a link for Wednesday night. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Hmm. Whoever that is. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's go and let him in. Yeah, he stepped out. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I think we're well, let's see. Let me just stay right here and I can't expand the window. Where am I at? I said mine is Zoom. Okay, it says return the beating. Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can participant button drop down. Let's see. Hmm. So it's only showing that I'm in there right now. Okay. Okay. I'll take over and then I'll just wait for them to come and then I'll invite them in. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That's right. All right, thanks. Yes, on this computer. All right, thanks. All right, all right, all right. All right. Welcome to the Innervision FM. And we were just waiting for Alan to come on into the room. Hmm. As we kick off our Wednesday show. Oh, let me see. Okay, let's see. Let's see where. Okay, now I've got to figure out where Alan is. No, 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 no. There he is. No, there he is, live and in person. Oh man. Hey, there you are. Oh man.
How's it going tonight?
Oh, it is going. It's been an unusual, interesting day. I don't know if I yeah, I guess I did tell you a little bit about it, but you know what? It's been a relaxing day. You know,
I'm glad you've had a relaxing day, my brother.
I mean,
Good evening, folks. How are everybody
Hey.
doing in
Yeah, hey everybody. Hey,
InnervisionFM.com land?
yeah, also everybody who's watching, share the show, like it, give it a thumbs up. And tonight we're gonna, and I was wondering, see, did you just get the link that I just sent, or did you get the other link?
Looks like I clicked on the one that was sent about 12:30.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I usually it says in my Zoom the name of the show and all that kind of stuff and the topics, but it's not. I didn't. It wasn't up. But anyway, want to let people know that they can not only they can subscribe to the show, but they can tip the DJs at innervision.pay.me.
That's paypal.me/InnervisionDenver.
Denver, yes. And we also have a radio station called Innervisionfm.com. I'm gonna have to change the music because sometimes I'll switch off to something, and it seems like we're getting less listeners since I switched off. Thinking like, I'll find some songs that I like, but they seem like they really like the original. The more original, the better. So I'm going to be working on that tomorrow morning, and then bring in some more of our original artists, which people seem to like that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's awful fun, man. I'll tell you, a lot of people get used to hearing, some of the original stuff. And I got to tell you, that music that you often play at the beginning, it's rather inspiring. It actually inspired me to pick my guitar back up for, the first time in years. So I can see where people are coming from. What about you folks? Go ahead and hit us up at let's see, info@innervisionfm.com with any emails or any suggestions, ideas, topics, that kind of thing. And we'll certainly put them on deck.
Yes, definitely. And we're gonna have a new lineup this week, and it's just everything exploded. But it's almost like, I'm the kind of person, I think everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so, I had a group of guys with me for a while, and we were working towards a minute. And then I thought, okay, this is so funny. these government sites are the most unuser friendly for the blind I've ever seen. I was like, you think they're supposed to be like, user friendly for the blind because they're the government, they believe in what is that new word they use, economy or I don't know, some kind of thing for not discriminating or whatever. I say that's a bunch of malarkey. Anyway, so I thought I finished this thing back June the 19th. It comes to find out that I didn't. So we were going for these like government grants. It's like, and it really put in a lot of work. And then it didn't happen. We didn't finish them, and nobody, said that, hey, Johnny, you don't have, you don't have your Johnson number. They said, well, we deny you for this reason. And so I had no clue until this one guy, he did some check-in and said, oh, Johnny, you need to complete for your DUNS number. So I completed and I did all that kind of stuff. And and then as I was filling out, and then maybe this is an efficacy problem on my side. I figured like I've been working with this one guy for like at least 9 months, I trust him. We've been getting along very well. And I said, well, I'll put in his name, email, because he's been a big part of doing stuff, but I don't remember his address. But I got everybody here, the IRA and the person from the thing. So I said, I just put in an address so I can get past this part, right? So, and then I email everybody and let them know what I did, and say, hey, you can go back in there and change it later on. Well, then, now it's like, Johnny efficacy, and you shouldn't put in that, you shouldn't put in another address. You should have called and asked first. And I'm thinking like, I'm thinking, well, maybe I overreached thinking that we had this not only working relationship, but a friendship. And that if worse came to worse, I could, like I said, change it later on, whatever. But they were like, hi, like, Johnny, the federal government can break your house and arrest you. And I said, I don't know if I'm on the highest of list,
right?
for the government to break in and say, Johnny, you're under arrest for putting your brother and sister's phone address in there rather than this person. And even though you did change it, we're here to arrest you for attempting. And I said, okay, well, and then so I figured I've been getting grants on my own without this person, even this last year and this year. And I said, am I losing? I mean, I like that they were really working, but am I losing anything? Because I am being able to get, oh, by the way, the EIDL grant, I've been looking at these videos and saying how to fight back and get them to do that. So I did that. And I don't know if Ellen, you says you made a mistake, but I think you can go back in there and do like another email, and I could send you that one and so they can reconsider it.
That's not a bad idea. Or I can reapply for the EIDL grant. And just kind of, there's a spot on there where I think you can sort of explain what your business is doing. I'll check into that because there are brand new programs and package pieces to this new package that our illustrious new president is rolling out just tonight. As a matter of fact, they're apparently throwing a lot of money at incentivizing folks to get education, perhaps be able to get a job, that kind of thing. There are some other things that are out there where they're handing things out to folks to really help them out, and designed to help them out.
And I got to tell the audience this: there's a lot of hackers out there.
Yes.
And so as soon as I filled up my thing and submitted it for my DUNS number. This other email popped up saying that we're from Sam and we can help you all the way through this. And you just fill out this part and then you pay us $500.
Right,
Now,
right.
I found out that they're just trolls, and somehow they got a connection with the government website. And so when you do this, they do that.
Well,
And
I'll
they-
tell you what happens. I'll tell you how it works. People use cookies. Shut my phone up. People use cookies, they're marking devices, and they are designed to, as you're putting in information into bona fide websites like government websites, they follow your browser. And if you were to ever have visited a site that was ever affiliated with these guys that are doing this thing, why, it ends up that they get your information, and then they can contact you and tell you all kinds of crazy stuff like, your stimulus check is being held up. Click here, do this. And hey, there's
Chris
there's a
Porter.
gentleman that just joined.
Chris Porter. Yes.
See if we can let him in here.
Yeah.
But basically what this does is it literally jacks your information, makes you think that you're receiving a bona fide email from whatever it is. And so I'll open up oh my gosh, my stimulus check, because I'm still waiting on my second stimulus check for $600. I could sure use it. So click.
Right.
Wow, I find out, no, these guys are not on the money. And not only that, when I click on another link to go over here, over there, whatever, it takes me on into something else. And pretty soon, before I know it,
They got you.
I've got
Yeah.
extraneous charges coming out of my bank account, this kind of thing.
That's
So now
wild.
yeah, it's a wild, wild world we live in. Let me tell you.
Okay. Hey, so we the topic. What is the topic? Did you get the headline of the topic? It's concerning like producing your own music.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about producing our own music, or producing your own music, and getting it on the radio. We talked a little bit yesterday about getting into the top 25 thing. So
Yeah. Last night you sort of touched on it, like producing your own LP, and I was just thinking about that process, and what are you going through now as you get first you're learning the software to record it, which is now the new digital stuff, and what comes first, the apple or the bite? Or in your process of producing the song, because I know you had a bunch of them that you were lining up. You would say, okay, this is about this is about that, and these are songs that you've had written, or are you redoing songs that you did in the past and you say, I can do better?
that's going to be a combination. There's going to be some covers. There's also going to be obviously a few that I've done my own, and but they're all going to be kind of my rendition of just how things have gone in my 50 years on the planet.
All right, that sounds it's going to be pretty interesting. And then of course you're going to play all that. Now, are you going to use like a drum track, or are you going to use how are you going to put in the rest of the instruments that will be in the background?
I was hoping to have gotten a mic and all kinds of stuff, but I'll probably just use the mic on my laptop, at least for now, and then pull out whatever background noise I can get out of there. And go that way. I'll probably use a combination of MIDI files. MIDI and WAV files, and make sure that they're copyright free, so that I don't get dinged for taking somebody's sound effect or taking somebody's something or other. That's going to facilitate me getting access to royalty-free music and royalty-free effects through paid libraries or other places. You can get old WAV files on the internet. You just got to dig them up.
Also, you know what? Somebody had brought this up to me earlier about then this is like with the Innervision-FM radio station. Now you know, in order to play like commercial viable music, this company BMI, ASCAP, and I think there's another one. You sign up for it as a radio station, and then they take a chunk of money out of you. I mean, I think it's like $500 or something like that. So it's like it ends up to be like $1,500.
It does get a little bit pricey, especially when you've got a brand new internet radio station that you're building up. I would say don't let the prices scare you. I would say don't let the things like that scare you. I would say that, you know, there are some grants that are out there available. Even now, just today, I found out about grants that are available for folks that, you know, maybe they had a troubled past. Maybe they had a little bit of a hard time in the beginning. They just need a second chance. They might have gotten a felony or two on their record, you know, disallowed them from getting federal loans for student further education, that kind of thing, or oh gosh, any other thing that would allow for you to get bonded, all kinds of crazy stuff. They've relaxed that a little bit, and they're now allowing, you know, folks with that checkered past to try to start over a little bit.
Now I hear that Live 365 has a program where and I was on it for a while, you know, and they popped in commercials and they I guess they had their commercials, and then they you could have your commercials as well. And I guess on there they do license your station to play commercial music,
Right.
which I didn't know. I didn't know that at the time. And I assumed that, you know, when I went over the SoundCloud, they were doing the same. But I think SoundCloud doesn't have the same kind of connections with the with BMI and ASCAP and all that kind of stuff. And of course, they don't run any commercials during your station as well.
Right.
So, you know, so I'm sort of like debating, like, okay, I've tried Sound for a long time. Should I switch over to Live 365 and continue that, because some of that was more accessible than the spatial.
Well, I will tell you this. We were talking earlier, you and I was asking you about encoders, and I was asking you about servers, and I've done a little bit more research, and I found out that the reason why people use encoders and servers and all these high dollar pieces of equipment is so that they don't necessarily have to use some of these services, Live 365, BMI Records, with you know, that kind of thing. You know, nothing wrong with using them. You know, it's all about money. I mean, if you've got 20 grand to shove into a good system and a good server, you could set yourself up. And of course, there are a bunch of pieces of paperwork that you'll have to fill out. So basically, if you're found to be violating FCC terms and conditions, why, then they can come in and they can take steps to rectify that.
You know, I had a pirate station in 2005, and it was a 1 watt, and I used to love seeing how far I can hear the signal. You know, I could go all the way down to the radio campus, and then this is what got them looking at me. They wrote a story about me in the Westward, saying all this new stations there. They play this great music, and next thing I know, someone's knocking on the door. I said, "Who it is?" It's like, and these guys have these tracking devices.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, well, Johnny, this you have a choice. We could take your equipment or we could take you. And I said, well,
Wow, they gave you a choice. Holy smoke.
And I think it costs around $400. I think the box cost me $400. Wow. And I said, okay, well, you can go ahead and take it. But, it was kind of fun programming my station at the end of the dial and putting it out there. And it was just funny that this guy from Westford came across it and said, hey, this is pretty cool.
Right.
And of course, it was a time where I had to run my own, my computer 24 hours, 7 days a week to keep the station on. And so you have to stack the music and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. I was telling this story.
That's hilarious.
My wife thought somebody's at the door. No, just the FCC is at the door. So it was pretty cool. And I said, man, if I can get on the airways, my programming does attract people. Then I had a person who lived in Nebraska and said their church wanted to do it, but they didn't want me to play Christian contemporary hip hop. It was a Seventh Adventist church.
Oh,
and
I see.
And they were going to put in $20,000 and get it up and going. But I said, well, I can't play. Do you want me to play elevator Christian contemporary music? I mean, I can't do that. So I passed them up on that opportunity to get the station up and going. And I don't know if it's the Black Hills or North Dakota or South Dakota.
South Dakota.
It was one of those cold places way out in farmland.
Yeah.
So it's those things happen. Oh, by the way, in our new announcement, now I give a listing of all the streaming services that we're on. So if we ever get kicked off of YouTube or Facebook, remember you can find us on these other venues and so forth.
Right. So you can find us on Twitch, Snapchat, DLive. There's a up and coming called MeWe.
Yeah, and I got but I'm not broadcasting live on there, and I'm not broadcasting live and chatted either, which I haven't figured out what you have to do to get on there live.
I'm not sure. I will help you to research some of this stuff. Just stay on me because, man, I've got so many irons in the fire. I feel like a busy kitty cat in a room full of rocking chairs. A long-tailed busy kitty cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Yeah. Okay. Man, and we're out of time.
We're out of time.
Man, it's like time flies so fast. So don't forget, people subscribe, tip the DJs at paypal.me/InnervisionDenver, and we'll see you tomorrow night with a whole new topic.
Don't forget to hit us up at info@innervisionfm.com for any suggestions or any ideas that you might have. And don't forget about the songwriting contest either.
Yes.
Setting that up. And submissions for that should be done by, what did you put on there?
We need the music by June the 10th, which is a Saturday. I think it's a Saturday or Friday. And that we got a place where you could donate the $10 for registration fee and then $5 to vote. And we can get you actually into the top, depending on how many people, donate, we can get you into the top 200. You need about 225, 250 people to get in there. And if you want to get into the perhaps the top 5, you only need 750 people in the top 25. You only need, you only need about 725 people. So it's a doable thing. And I want to see somebody from Innervision FM who supported our nonprofit get in there. And so we already got about 3 participants. So I think we have 4. 1, 2, 3. No, okay. I think 3 so far. So you still have some time. It has to be radio edited because we're trying to get it into the radio. And you could probably have it like it is now, but once we get down to the part where we're pumping it, you got to have a radio edited version. So the station say, hey, we want this song, we want to download it. They got to be able to find a radio edited version.
Yeah, that'd be no cuss words. That'd be, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So anyway, so we'll let you go.